Hey Facebook, it's Dr. John Robinson, the other half of the Sex Docs, and unfortunately my beautiful wife is not here with us today, so I'm doing this on the fly. There she is, not here with us today, but in spirit, and she might even be watching, I don't know, but she's not with us today. But I wanted to make sure it came on today anyway, and talked a little bit about what we had promised a couple of weeks ago, and testosterone replacement therapy for women. So I want to make sure I get into that a little bit today. We'll talk about a bunch of things, but first of all, I want to tell you, we just got back, both Dr. Bosch and I just got back from doing Sonoran Living. We did this morning, and we were on with Terry Olette. It was really fabulous. Talked about our new book, the Thyrazone. This just came out about a month ago. We talked about this also in a couple of episodes ago. I really want to encourage everyone, if you've got a loved one that maybe has an issue with thyroid disease or even thinks they have an issue with thyroid disease, check the book out. Come and see us. We've got some great answers and possibilities for helping people on that end. So I'm going to walk around a little bit here. Let me flip this thing around. So here we are in the office here. There's our little hormone zone sign with there's the hot mama herself, and what else we've got here? A little treatment room. You can see all this stuff. Google has all this stuff too. You can see it. There's the original book, The Hormone Zone. That one there too. Here's my office. Got a nice little view here. Treatment table, and we've got. There's Emily on the phone, dutiful as ever, doing her awesome work that she always does. She's here to help too. Here's the back, and there's a little bit of my lunch that I haven't finished yet. All from Sunfair, by the way. I get my lunches from Sunfair. A lot of our food now from Sunfair. Really recommend them. Here's Rachel. She's helping keep everything alive here from a bookkeeping standpoint they got for her. And there's Emily doing her thing, as always. And here is Trisha and her beautiful daughter, Haley. And what I wanted to actually do is take a minute here and interrogate Trisha, who's our office manager for many moons now. And she's also a patient. And as we obviously know, she's a female patient that has benefited, I can let you know, she's benefited from testosterone, right? Correct. So she's laughing here about that. So first of all, how long you've been doing hormone replacement therapy with us here at the Hormone Zone, with Dr. Bosch, etc. How long has it been?
5-6 years.
5-6 years, right? So as long as pretty much once you came on board, it made sense to square yourself away. So with the testosterone, and it's been testosterone largely what the hormone replacement therapy in your particular case has been, and it's been in the form of pellets, right?
Correct.
So those small, dinky little pellets have apparently, by what I'm hearing, and the news is coming around, that apparently the pellets have been pretty effective for you.
They have been.
Yeah, like what? Like what's been helpful?
Helps with the fogginess, helps with muscle mass, just overall well-being. Apparently a lot of the staff notices, and my daughter, when it's time for me to get my pellets. So yes.
So everyone can tell when it's time. Can you tell when it's time?
I guess I can, but maybe I'm just in denial, like a lot of our patients. You get a little grumpy. I'm fine. No, you're not. I'm tired.
I see. So it's actually doing something. I mean, without question.
It does.
So, and you get your insertions about every 3 months? I think you're about on a 3-month schedule.
Yeah, I'm doing like 2 weeks. I just checked.
Are you noticing that she's like close to being time or what?
Not yet. I think it's more closer.
Like even closer.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And that's the great thing about the pellets, it will last until it doesn't. And then when it's time, it's time. And so for some women, it's 3 months. We have other patients, they go 4, 5, maybe even 6 months. But some people can't go a minute over 3 months.
3 months and a week.
Right. And you've never had any issues with the pellets. I mean, it's been pretty easy for you. You just quick procedure, 5 minutes.
Absolutely.
In and out.
Yeah, I have them done while I'm here at work.
Right.
So I jump in, get my pellets, and then I'm back at the desk, and I'm back working. And
excellent. So yeah, there's never any problem at the site. It's no downtime. It's easy pie. Yeah, that's the great thing about the pellets, I think, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then, of course, she's less moody and the home life is happy and all of that too. Right?
Yeah, lots of energy to go out and do stuff. So
this is cool. Good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you for this, lovely ladies. I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
I'm going to keep doing my thing here because I actually want to talk a little bit about, I'm going to turn this thing around if I can do it. So there's Tricia sharing her experience with hormone replacement therapy, particularly the pellets, and how great that's been for her. And we just really have countless patients, countless female patients who really do benefit from testosterone. I think we assume that it's just going to be all about estrogen, and it very often is testosterone. In her particular case, testosterone's all she gets, and that's what she's been doing the past 5-6 years. So for a lot of women who are sort of perimenopausal or premenopausal, all they need is testosterone, and that's the thing that really takes their health to the next level and really balances out a lot of the things that seem hormonal that we assume would just be all about estrogen, but really in the end, it's just testosterone. Once a woman goes in full-blown menopause, then they're gonna need estrogen too, but the testosterone is extremely important and very beneficial. So, what I wanted to show you now, if you can see it behind me here, there it is. So one other thing we're doing, and everything's kind of reversed here. Well, let me just turn it around this way. I don't know if I'm bumbling around this. There we go. So the O shot. So this is also something that we're doing here. We've mentioned this before. Just wanted to say we just got this pretty cool poster. I thought I'd show everyone here in our lobby, and there's me blabbering on. Right here in the lobby. These particular videos have been fabulous for people to be able to see these things and really understand a little bit more about what we do, creating questions right when they're coming in, right for consult. Colleen has just says, I use a cream made for me. Can I go back to this? Colleen says, I use a cream made for me. I use one that's natural. Pellets are not good, that they have soy in them. Mine are made with Mexican yam. Please read up on those pellets. It can cause dementia. Thanks for that, Colleen. I love all these things now, this whole thing with Facebook and interesting comments you can get. So I think, for what we've seen, and I've been doing pellets now for the past 11 years, when I say I've done it thousands of times, it's not at all exaggeration. I've had really the honor of serving thousands of patients and really being able to help them where creams, gels, patches, and other types of hormone really just wouldn't do it until they actually got the pellets, whether that be estrogen or testosterone, a combination for both men and women. So as far as where the pellets come from, they come from either soy or Mexican yam. So all hormone is either coming from one of those two sources. For the most part, it's made through soy or Mexican yam. And it doesn't actually have yam, or it doesn't actually have soy in it. They're using that particular source, and then at the end, it doesn't contain anything as it relates to the original source of, again, either soy or yam. They just do a couple of enzymatic reactions in the lab to get it back from either soy or yam to either estrogen or testosterone or progesterone or whatever the hormone might be. But as far as keeping the levels consistent, making everything as awesome as it possibly can be, for the most part, it really tends to be pellets, but it's not always. And some patients do better on creams and oral forms, and we sometimes will do those forms too, depending on the patient. So it is always about individualistic care. But again, just after doing pellets for so long, especially for women, it really is just a slam dunk. And with all due respect there, Colleen, I don't think there's any evidence showing that it's causing dementia. I think you were trying to say dementia there. What we actually see is quite the opposite. So back to testosterone and women, as we optimize testosterone and maintain those levels consistent, the way you can far more superiorly with a pellet than you can with a cream, if we can maintain those levels of testosterone, then in fact, we can decrease the risk for dementia, decrease the risk for Alzheimer's and other neurological conditions, even including Parkinson's disease. So there's a lot of evidence even showing that, and we're starting to see that now. So yeah, that's the testosterone story. Here I am, the other half of the sex doc. I'm not really feeling very sexy today without my wife. Hopefully she's watching all of this. What else did I want to say? Well, let me see here. There's the sign. I don't know if everybody saw. There's the hormone zone sign. Really like that sign. We talked about the O shot. I think that's really it. That's all I really cover today. Oh, and then again, we were on Sonora Living. Check that out. I'm sure we'll be posting that pretty soon. Wherever that's going to be posted, I don't know what we'll do with that. So next week, I don't know what we're going to talk about, but we're going to talk about something good. We'll figure it out. We'll let you know. We'll keep you posted. Thanks for the comments, everyone watching so far, and we'll see you next week, Tuesday, 12:30 Arizona time. Thanks. Bye.